Okay, so I'm I'm back. Today was a pretty long day, you know. Uh I must have left at we were really late leaving. I was up really late last night and you know you know barely got any sleep, and then it was suddenly like nearly 9 in the morning, and had to run to get the coach, or the first of two coaches and a bus to get back home. And yeah, we were running. I said I wasn't going to do any running, but literally had to run to to get on the coach. But yeah, it's been a long day, and I was just really not in the mood for doing any training, really. I thought about doing some stuff, but actually, my brother's got a friend over or whatever. So downstairs is like kind of, I don't know, like busy or whatever. So I'm just in this old room upstairs. There's a whole bunch of junk in here. So I'm never up in here. But I thought, hey, look, I was watching Andrew, like Better Every Day Andrew's video doing his push-up challenge, and talking to Kyle and that, and saying, well, and thinking, I can do something. It's not ideal. I can't jump up here. The floor's not not stable enough, or whatever. But I can just do some push-ups. Would be nicer if I could hit the weights, even if it's for a super short session, or could just squat. But it is what it is. So what I think I'm gonna do is just hit some push-ups, and I want to do like a 15 down style workout. I haven't done anything like that in ages. It's one of those sky phones familiar. It's raining really bad here, or really hard. I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it's been storming. Like walking home today was nuts. It's so wet, and yeah, stuff was flying everywhere. But anyway, yeah, 15 down, just hit some push-ups and see how it goes. So cheers to Andrew for kind of, like, just watching his video made me want to do something, And these, I should say, I'm not going to do like big full range of motion push-ups, I just want to try out some kind of higher rep stuff. In the kind of Ilias Neal, maybe I'm not saying that right, but Ilias Neal style, kind of like, they're like partials, basically, just partial reps, just to get a little bit of a pump and just do something, And they're fun. They're just different, They absolutely don't replace like full, like clean push-ups, but they're still nice to do once in a while. So anyway, let's. I don't know where exactly I need to be seen, but let's go. 3, 4, 5, 9, 15. Okay. 15. Yeah. Also, I was really stoked to see that Natural Hypertrophy's channel is back. I know I meant to mention it properly in my last couple of videos. I think it was on Valentine's Day it went down, Maybe it was, maybe that's not quite right, but I heard about it on, it was either I think it was late night Sunday or maybe early Monday, but that was nuts. And the reason for it being taken down seemed really nuts as well. But yeah, I tell you, I again, I forgot to mention it properly. I know I wrote about it in the description of a couple of videos, or I mentioned it in a title of one, the dips video, I think. Right, let's hit the second set. This will be 14. 1, 2. 14. Yeah, like yeah, I saw that the yeah, I saw that the channel had gone down. It was pretty gutting, to be honest. I mean, I don't agree with everything the guy says. It's weird. It's like hard to know where I disagree on. Maybe. Well, I tell you what. Let's say the positive things first. The evolving rep ranges that he speaks about, I think, are intuitive to a lot of people, but to a lot of people they're not. And I'd never heard the term before he used it. Maybe other people were using it, but it's the kind of thing I'd used before anyway. And I think the kind of thing that a lot of people that train with weights, well, or not, I mean, suppose you could do it as well, with like push-ups or dips or whatever as well. But yeah, just to get away from a standard rep range, because I think a lot of programs would just be like, do 3 sets of 10, or do 4 sets of 15, with no real appreciation that, okay, if you're really pushing yourself, maybe if you hit 15 the first time or even the second time, well, maybe you're not going to be able to on the third set or fourth set, whatever it is. And having a range makes much more sense. And I think that was one of the training things that he spoke about, which really made sense. What have I done? 15, 14. Let's do set 3. $13. Yeah, like he spoke a lot about evolving rep ranges, doing more like maximal style programming. Doesn't really like the minimalist stuff. I do really like minimalist training, but that's because I like it. It's not because I make a claim that it's superior, At the end of the day, whereas for his channel, for his goals or whatever, natural hypertrophy, very, very focused on, obviously, on natural bodybuilding. Whereas for me, yeah, I mean, it's fun, but it's not the be all and end all of my training. I'd like to be able to hit bigger numbers, and I've got other interests as well, like so getting better at burpees, getting better at body weight movements, not just for the sake of the gains made aesthetically, in terms of the shape of my body or body composition, whatever, but also just for the sake of doing them. It would be nice for me to be able to do pull-ups again, because pull-ups are a great exercise, they're a fun exercise, It's not all about, oh, well, I want my back to be wider, I think I'm going to be doing 12 now. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, I want to be able to do pull-ups just for the sake of doing them. And I have different goals in my training, but looking at natural hypertrophy stuff, lots and lots of different exercises, like big exercise selection, lots of variation. And he's a very strong guy. I can't think of metrics, now I can't think off the top of my head, oh yeah, well, this is his deadlift for 5, or this is his 1 rep max on bench or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, still, evidently a pretty strong guy. And, put out a lot of amazing information for people into, again, doing this stuff naturally, which I think the vast majority of people do. It's weird. It's like on YouTube Fitness, the majority of popular influencers typically are using some kind of hormone replacement therapy, or and either openly or not, or other substances, which may or may not be legal, depending on where you're from, And it's not that I necessarily want to shame those people, but frankly, what they're doing isn't that relevant, to me, and not to most other people as well. you know, I've made the joke before, like, the only thing we're pinning on this channel is comments, right? You know, and that's true for most people. You know, we do this for kind of betterment, and I don't want to be injecting stuff for the rest of my life to make my bench better. You know what I mean, or whatever. To get an 8-pack. I think this is 12 now. But yeah, so anyway, I think that's a really positive thing about his channel, is that for a long time it seemed on YouTube Fitness like the people that were really influential were not really that similar to us, you know what I mean? And I say us quite confidently because I feel like the people that are watching are also in the same boat, more or less, you know? For the longest time I really liked Scooby's channel, you know? He was one of the guys that on the platform really early on when I was watching, like, years ago, you know, before I had proper weights or anything, before I'd ever used a barbell. But at the end of the day, it's not to knock him, but even he's using, like, TRT, you know? And even though he'd constantly say, no, I don't use anything, eventually he did admit that. And to a lot of people it wasn't a surprise. But it's still just like, you know, it's nice to have people on the platform that are giving really quality information that just aren't touching stuff at all, you know? Not even duck eggs, Mike O'Hearn. That's 11. Oi. I think I'm doing good. Let's just go straight into 10, you know, and just see how it feels. Oh, 10. See that? They're a small range of motion. They're only little. They're like half reps, maybe even quarter reps as I get tired. But they're no joke. They still feel, you know, my shoulders feel sore. Biceps kind of feel sore. Tries. Chest a little bit, you know. Mostly shoulders, but... yeah, what was I saying? But yeah, there are some things with Natural Hypertrophy's channel that I don't like so much. But I think some of that comes from just like personality, you know. And again, it's not to knock the guy or say I really disagree with anything particular I've heard him say. I've heard other people quote him as saying things which I really don't like or don't agree with. But at the end of the day, it's not fair of me to criticize if I haven't seen the video directly or heard the things I've been reported directly. All I can say is the stuff I've seen has been pretty positive and yeah, definitely good information for people lifting or working out, whatever, at home. He talks about other stuff as well. I don't really watch the like philosophy videos, you know. I definitely don't have 3 hours to watch a video about nofap. Like, I mean, cool, bro, but you know, let's do. I think I'm down to 10 now. I think. Ten. How long is even this video? Damn, so long. This was supposed to be a short one. Oh yeah. Yeah. Again, it just shows, you know, there's always something you can do. Like, again, I don't really have access to my gym because people are downstairs moving around. My gym, you know what I mean? I don't really have the privacy to film or whatever. And I can't be jumping up here doing, like, burpees, really, because it's super old. The floor is not very stable. And I'm pretty heavy. But yeah, doing this kind of... the 15 down workouts are fun as well. It sneaks up on you. It doesn't seem that hard, but I tell you, it feels hard right now. 9. Oi. Oh, 9. Yeah, and it does feel good to be doing something, active and good after a couple of days of just like, watching Netflix. Like I mentioned, Love is Blind. Like Mrs. Jivecat likes it, and I'm not gonna pretend I don't. I watch it with her, and yeah, even though a lot of it feels sketchy, like a lot of those reality TV shows really put people in. A lot of the time, people with pretty clear mental health issues, in situation which is